And Solomon began to build the house of the Lord in Jerusalem, in the hill of Moriah, that was showed to David his father, in that place that David had made ready in the cornfloor of Ornan the Jebusite. Forsooth, he began to build in the 2nd day of the 2nd month, in the 4th year of his realm. And these were the foundaments which Solomon said that he should build the house of God. 60 cubits of length in the first measure, and 20 cubits of breadth. And he builded a porch before the front, that was stretched forth along beside or at the measure of the breadth of the house, of 20 cubits, and the highness was of 120 cubits. And he overgilded it within with cleanest gold. Also he covered the greater house with boards of boxwood, and he fastened plates of gold of the best color all about, and he engraved therein palm trees, and as small chains embracing themselves together. And he arrayed the pavement of the temple with most precious marble, in much fairness, and the gold was most proved, of whose plates he covered the house, and the beams thereof, and the posts, and the walls, and the doors. And he graved cherubims, that is, angels, in the walls. Also he made an house to the holy of holy things, in length by the breadth of the house, of 20 cubits, and the breadth also of 20 cubits. And he covered it with golden plates, as was 600 talents in value. And also he made golden nails, so that each weighed 50 shekels, and he covered the solars with gold. Also he made in the house of the holy of holy things 2 cherubims, by the work of an image maker, and covered them with gold. The wings of cherubims were holden forth by 20 cubits, so that one wing had 5 cubits, and it touched the wall of the house, and the t'other wing had 5 cubits, and it touched the wing of the other cherub. In like manner the one wing of the cherub had 5 cubits, and it touched the wall, and the other wing thereof, that was of 5 cubits, touched the wing of the other cherub. Therefore the wings of either cherub were spread abroad, and they were holden forth by 20 cubits. And those cherubim stood upon feet raised up, and their faces were turned to the outermost house. Also he made a veil of jacinth and purple, and of red silk and bis, and weaved cherubims therein. Also before the gates of the temple he made 2 pillars, which had 35 cubits of height, and the head of those pillars were of 5 cubits in height. Also he made, as it were, little chains in God's answering place, and he put them on the heads of the pillars. Also he made 100 pomegranates, which he seted betwixt the little chains. And he seted those pillars in the porch of the temple, one at the right side, and the other at the left side. He called that pillar that was at the right side Jachin, and that was on the left side he called Boaz.